What's here for another? To me, dear Nanny, yes, I see no. With me, I chase you, baby, up here. With me, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, social media, Nina, you also. With me, tuning modern Ghana, so you need TV, Nina, so home. I want to be near also. You know, your radio, the addition, and brain. Free of charge, advice way, huh? Tamu kuchu enchebia obeteninka. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my soul. It is so hamenumre album say near Patrik nana. Barfi and I ready with the sono enchebia beteninka in a second. Then necessary exclusive 1 hour day brain. Was waiting me, I enjoy be. Last week very, very powerful. And then so the other brain is son concora. Opeso boy ni esika sem yetimi tutuni ye. Said the AJ woman your my basano. Betimi agada pieces no ni yakeka bom na timi awoke out. Eti yango hwesemi na na temen kan dia. Ni Jeff die na man na de owo or their brain. Nana me sure so temen kasa brain. Me tell Kapa. Ye den yomiasi, enemy judge medina motive for so a crowd yetio, and to wit masum or harm me.
Good evening. It's here for next year, baby. Patrik and I are Barfi. Since last week, you started here, a series I yeah, kakra. And then you be called deep kakra. Brother Mike, come to me and share my screen. Now I'm off for cancer. You share screen anka.
But you go ahead. Check it.
Okay. It's you best start to wait. Last week, no, you be breaking it down last week. Yeah.
But I'm releasing
last week.
Go ahead.
What do you say now?
But you go ahead. Wait to my share.
What do you say? Okay.
Aye.
Eba.
Bachaba.
Who's screen?
Bachawa.
Okay. So last week when you started here, financial peace education, proving biblical money principle. My ex I started free said a big get it on a budget. It mean when a Brian plan. The BIA was the plan to him. Sana, you see Casem so was here no. It's in maybe Jesus can say we need a plan. Bien who best started say we see there. We start here now we see. We calculate this answer. Why one calculate answer now drew medela. People crab esro. And if you on your summer, I say after I will see a free come and this day they can be out to tree and also be brave. I cannot why with this coach and I may say can't quite bit me idea and yes sanity you can be our boy or can be as sanity or boy bit me you were free. And the tossing me is also my say was a foster high quality relationship. You think like the people you hang around with. If they read Bible, you read Bible. It's and also here pass I was here yes I don't know. The fourth one, after yes I never no see any we go room kakra. Then or see save Bible my this will be our own save biano. When your papa. It's I will see a save when you invest. Now yes I didn't we are a feno. You don't say the more the hawk. I feel just see Casama Kama. I feel no to me so Emma, which made Emma, you can give a lot. These are the things are 5 points are a boss. The neighbor die foot deep. I go inside and Casapa. The could deep and there. And then there are seven baby steps for super savings. It's Send the SCS animal in a plan, you plan, yeah, you assign every dollar that leaves our pocket in the Aquaye. You be free a pocket muku be in the Aquaye. Until at this point, no, let's we are on point. It's the first thing we will start. $1,000 for emergency. This is not going to be the original emergency fund, but you need $1,000 near the atoll. We know Oma say near sea canon. We say you start here the chair quite fast. It might be do sa position. You know, you start here brana. Maybe you could school kakra, you just student loan, and I say you just personal loan be, you just credit card kakra, you know, personal loan kakra or student loan kakra, credit card kakra, you talk kakra. Now the ultimate in so I can hold a dime. Ni na the can I twas so you know. By the time you told them we bet 3-4 years now for year who she see a worry so a certain year worry and you can same thing. It's not quite a paycheck to paycheck. You might be a year who you be kind of bad, but all the money comes in, all the money goes out. It's if you're in this situation, that's just way she year. Or be beside the other time you say but a quite best makes me a free paycheck to paycheck. A simple, a tough kakradie, a sacrifice, which me it doesn't matter what a cow which me now you best start Skepia will be higher the 2 chance and you be $100 pay $1,000. $1,000 no, and only baby step one, $1,000 no, any be emergency fund for now. Emergency fund for now. Now face Skepia will you be investment be giants. Yana a drew saying amount for in. I mean, Obia, my house will be 20 me coach amount for no 20,000. No, they cut it be a 15,000. We stress or 20,000, we 50 the tree and a BBC at night day. But on dream who say be I can out the interest now I'll crook a crack. No. It allows
MCA Union Kakra, Binyan in a second.
Essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I don't want to. I Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I don't want to. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turn my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me.
More fun change to be being in no so. And somebody to see me, not a one ever so hard. Mammy, I'm more crowd, but I say good evening to you too.
Could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of
adom keke ana wa mayen kwa
essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
ya dumara kwa
You have been my doctor on that sick bed. By your stripes, I am healed, I am free. So the essence of my praise is because of your grace. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Ajum, wajum. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you,
what's you
soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise
ya dumara kwa
on your grace. Ajum, wajum.
Mikasa tamu kuchu ni yenu be buy in the second. Atore bia na nneoma electronics mfanche. Na number cho beti maso mo amai.
Yo, maba. A chief for move chain. So baby step 2 no. Ye be tia ka nyina, ka bia we hu bia ye be tia ni nyina. It's it's a dead it kind of snowball. Okay. Mike, who miss?
I mean who's screen? Yeah.
Yo. It's your baby step 2 no. 2 no. It's here who can you na say ye bell state ye can na you're fair free the sum the smallest apart from a mortgage. So mortgage the mortgage tune chain. Near start triaba. It's but me fan numbers been bra. Example ni say you fan say car ni your 500 medical bill a payment of $50 a month. Your credit card bills are $2,500 and it's $63. And your $7,000 car loan $135 and your student loan $96 $10,396 per month. So with a death snowball, the and say if I say who tree just be any sicane ya can nipe pepe by PC tree free crime best never far. The ben say a better side gate kakra. They say the one is sending near city no side gate yeah you bet me deliver pizza crowd which mean $100 a week. It bet me the beer within a month, you bet me 500 with a side gate. And no 2 days go bet me deliver pizza na yeah. When you know the best started with the first one. The first one you 50 each other that. So say you 500 you the free baby if I say side gig they be home. It no 1 month you try sa can free. 1 month you sa can free. So sha and can be 50 now a month no. You 50 now can we better take 10 months. But because here you say anything 1 month penny you sa can free. It you sa can free no ma. Now so say no you wiggle room of 550. It's 550 no. So say that medical bill no call within a month that medical bill no call. Near about number 2 no, which is the credit card bill no. You $63 a year every month. And you 550 near the attach it. The attach now. You been 6 it's a 6 5 Kebenya be 6 I'm say 615 or 613. I bit me a away. It is started 2005 now. With that amount now one within a short time. If I said be 4 months, you bit me a 2005 no so every hope. It is a no we are now no remember your 550 this 63 in the account. Now for your back car loans, your car back car loans, your 135. It is 550, 63, then 135. Tiabenya 748. It is 748 no. You start to see they call ye Carlo no so within if I say we no be 10 months we can share 135 no way no. Just say can so be twem be if I say be 18 or be 20 months. But send ye see no ban within be if I say be almost about be 10 months, you beat me Carlo no so feel. You can't loan if you hold man near about the student loan. Whilst we are winning and the piano, we tria where you know, would due amount need you tria for those one, then you start with the small ones now. It was a feel what they buy the baboons were drew away. Time I won't drew, can I know I can say 10,000 and now they 20,000. No, so more space, more scout between the tria. It means that within a short time, no way no so free honor. Cardia, a Salome can I say, and then now. Can we try for so many years now? Now they a short time. Now they try now. You say between to keep 27 months. They try say 20,000 same crown. I will say a year free. It with all this now. We want to say within a short time, at least be 2 years. Most of the people do this within 2 to 3 years, or in fact, 24 to 26 months. But so what you can never free. Now, one more serious partner because usually no. We have budget now. We have budget we now. I say when your space can crowd because sometimes you see you intentionally, purposely you budget every month. It's the scabi could be in baby echo. Scabi could be in baby echo. It after some instead of say $500, you go cry more than that. See, I copy 500 baby by budget now in space to that. It's within that time, within a short time, we see a year no. Let's say, Saka win in a few. It can be free who we are. A fain and a ba step 3. I think about emergency fund and casapa. Yeah, the emergency fund and cassette the total. It's emergency fund usually between 3 to 6 months. No be say, I then why between 3 months. My can be fat. There's no born. In academia, you better say, or better say, cheer. The interest rate was from first. Or maybe I say it makes sense. Yes, the Omobeka or Kasana makes sense. Any actually you come harder than you say, you the interest rate in the first. But the imagine says student loan interest rate no over. Who could share student loan first, which is the 10,000. That 10,000, how long is going to take you to do that? But this is not math problem. This is behavior and paradigm. Your behavior, you see. Personal finance is 80% behavior, 20% knowledge. It's your behavior and the day you say, and yet the math, no? Because if you were working math, I won't be at this position. Math had nothing to do with this. A year behavior and the day you it's a year on because what and also cheer in the first, the high interest rates in the first. At this point, no. We need something to push us. We need something to, we need to start winning. It will try first one, I feel, you're pumping up. Let's say the next one, we decide out here for to be able to get to this point. And say what started with this actually. Yes, this is not a math problem. And within that time, the baby 2 years time frame, and no interest rates ain't hit too much. It will starting to say now. Oh, like I said, first time now, first month now, you medical bill if you was okay. I don't know, Juma. Then bare 4 months. No, you will feel 2 years now cross it. Boom. The next month, boom, 1 year now. Oh, the second year now for what starting student loan. No training nephew. It's watch out because that's how we've been taught. Say, oh, interest rates, the higher interest rate for each year, it doesn't work. It's not like it doesn't work. Say, Juma. But what it is if you are staying in a debt for the any action, be motivate you. I was afraid no crowd wajai. But I say I don't know it's I will start with a dead snowball. And no moment I say, oh, I don't know. It's like if you want to lose weight, the first week, it means that we train no, you know, lose kakra. Yes, we lose now, but we lose kakra. So mathematically, if you pay the first one 500 now, it make any difference in your life. But what you say, I said, the big cost. It's in the memo be convinced, oh, there be also any say. Sani ayi ukruma sa still e can one wo. When mumbe na kosoma because at this point no here that vim no oh here sa de na bitime push you amotima kwakotua etime yi sa kan na afiro. Eti ye bomodi na etime yi sa kai na afiro wi a na afei no. The next one no and the emergency fund. So the tia can me hono debt no na me stress o homo say that is the whole thing that is killing us. If you have too much data, or you see like you can work, you know the money is coming in. Then in a cycle. And then now a cycle I cover back and forth. I don't paycheck to paycheck. No. Last year, I say paycheck to paycheck. No. And your ma omunya low income and I say sika wo from ninya. You hear no? Not 61% as at 2000 and the end of 2001. 61% of the population and they live on paycheck to paycheck. Out of the 61, 42% and make it 6 figures. So it's not the scan out the behavior, you know. Because a behavior now we so at the mention it, you know, we say no honey here pa. That is where you start winning if you start concentrate and be focused on the debt. You know, now start so side flow now. Honor the bit most I feel they would say baby. It's at this point, you know, you share your can in every still the BIA budget every month. If you're a couple, you sit down, no matter your budget, you know, if you're worry and abisana, why should make sure why you be BIA. It's the BIA budget. You need the BAC can echo, the BAC couple for BIA, you know, say budget in a year, not be been see a twa, not say any budget no more. It need the question is a budget, you know, you have to delay gratification because to be able to succeed, sometimes, no. There was so sacrifice so near maybe so these days no yeah we can't delay gratification just say no I say be a buyer near koye your crown so near ko sign down honey aye no na man these problems ni naba it's at this man would imagine so at this point no what you will be behavior aka wo fie kan ko aka it's a fair na eba e be pesca dia to ho because ya pesca kan to ho no ma. And then the Maya, yeah, sometimes you queer 401k. Sometimes I may have bosia basabasano. It's for what you see near discover the tour 3 to 6 months. Obisi other now, Obisi other na 3 to 6 months. Usually, no, say be a couple, Namuna, Moya Juma, Moji salary, and Amoji wages. Yeah, not 3 months and nearby because it's most likely say more Munamun Suma Juma at the same time. It's maybe I will so Juma crying about year Juma. Usually almost 3 months in your bad. But so we 10 and 9 we are 10 and 9 say now. And no 6 months is advisable. 6 months is advisable because say be yes say no sometimes 10 and 9 for the book crying is kind of consistent. It's 6 months near. Now here we need here pa raining day because see, so if you have, imagine, say, what you can in every unikabia now will be 20,000 at the whole. You know, transmission crash here. So, transmission had but imagine, say, you now transmission now could 2,000, 3,000. Oh, my goodness. Let's say, no, one here now, so I could sign down. Let's say, I dear brow bring in every who would treat your cannon bunny in hand. I say, Uncle Sishi, and so I can be. To be able to stay out of debt, that emergency fund is very important. I know some people say, oh, we work with you if you want to know. And they men yes that those things are interrupted because if you back to the point, say if you will see you member a year emergency fund that work with any emergency fund. In some people break us as sana to say make an academia, sana show what is the mention in your friend saying you broke finance professors no or buy no catch leveraging you know men yet that to one save crack when you will be out 20,000 now 3 to 6 months now you can stay. So if every month be out spending household income or household expenses 3,000 now if you are doing 6 months that means you need 3 times 6, you need 18,000 as your emergency fund. So we have 3 months, so we need 9,000. You know, if you want some show, okay, we in between, it be 4 months, it be 5 months. But the thing is, you need that emergency fund, and it should be at least 3 months of your expenses for the month. In that case, if you lose your job, whilst you're looking for a job, you are still there. You still, you have something to pay for your staff so that you don't go back into debt. After this, you read this, no. Then I finish because remember, before you betray canisa money now, you stop BBA. They will see a stop BBA because you want to get out quickly. I understand sometimes even the 401k near dinner, you stop it. If you say, hey, I don't know, I'll stop you 401k. What it is if you are very serious, if you really want to do this, and if you are hurting and you want to get out of this, now when you are brea, within 2 years you can do this, and that will not hurt you if you stop your 401k within 2 years and hurt you that much. I know. Say sometimes we because say, but hurt you that much because within 2 years you are getting out. Now, I feel you full your 401k or Roth IRA now. Maybe I starting year for but usually no you win. Remember, said March, so a Juma March, and no a bitini and no a biti Roth cry. So you stick with a Juma dear. But if you don't have March for Juma, then you can go to Roth IRA or something, somewhere. That depend. But the point is, we are going to invest now. We are going to invest retirement 15%. The retire 15%. Let's say, I think said by this time, now, maybe I injury, so you start to see a retirement. Sure, say if you're in your 40s, your 30s, me sure say by that time, that age now, bump from 60, 67, or 65, need to bear 70. It imagine say at this point, 30 years, just do this with me. Just close your eyes, close your eyes. Now imagine say at this point, we put 15% in your account. Say even if if you're making let's say 30,000, if I say household of 60,000, now with the 15% of 60,000 to my account for retirement. And the BBA calculation, but the calculation I may for the March and come home. So 15%. 15%. It's 9,000. It's if I say 30 years. 30 years at this time. Yendi biaka. It's dear ya say. You see, but imagine so we see Baby Council. Baby Council crown. We what we emphasize on the 15% crown, we two. It will be 15% of this for 40 years out, the 30 years or 40 years out. You're talking of 9,000 for 40 years or 30 years. Say probably I will submit to you say you are a failure because what it is that means for your 30 years all the way to the 70 years you never had a raise, which is say any possible. Say for that so long years when you raise that until the 60,000 out the way. That means the cost into whatever amount that we are talking here. The content to say why you should now the only 50% cost that say for the rest crana. We change over 3 million. See, at this point it's now I fail because remember Patrik retirement. I fail and cry so a big go 401k because at that time we are broke. You will be you need sky between the years and if you do your kakra with this kakra you will kakra with this you say now you don't finish it you focus so you can't flow you save money you save we now for emergency be about say be and some now the little ones no they're starting to be too hormone usually usakakra your friends say the 529 on ESAs no the difference now say yes the same thing yes in our limit they'll calculate 529 waiting there as much as you can up to so what the 2 man for 18 years at least this the 2,000 crown we bet 2 according for 18 years probably for 18 years, I think it's about 30-something thousand. But with what we know right now, if I say the stock exchange has been averaging about 11% for that, a bit about 120-something thousand. I bit in the Mako school, almost deca to say the year starting na ye. Until right up that step now after the savings near the started the episode 2 Quran Sudim, near the be 2 Quran Sudim, near the be 2 Quran again. See, like I said, at this time, be any who be or emergency fund. Undi obiaka, uni obi any asem come or emergency fund of 20,000. And Quran so the be at 2 almost almost school. Now imagine say 6,000 with the 6,000 the counts and the year and say utia udanka. If I say only 6,000 a month, utia udanka we. Now if I say on average, average American they pay more than at least within 2,000. That is not part of like their mortgage, other payments. It will in fact they need 2,000 or a payment in there. Now you have that money. They imagine the only thing I hear with that. Now after all you're waiting, now you can still put more. You can do the Roth with $1,000 now they total for every month. Yeah. Now would you imagine say like I'm saying maybe our 30 years 40 years, 20 years time. Would you 30 years for 30 years, 20 years, no the 1,000 every month. Yeah. Would they talk in this fund? Would they talk BBB now they for Roth? For all those years, imagine what you have. Folks, says our life now you live. It's about time. I will say we have to stop caring about what people think about us. What why we spend so much buying things we don't need to please or to impress people. They don't even like us. Now we even don't even like them. But like we are just doing those things for, I don't know. That's what yes, cycle. Any I could change your car. Now yes, I mean, I don't say it's baby so and no. Also, nice things is good. Good. But there's a book. Not last week because I'll be referencing to that book a lot. It's called Everyday Millionaire. In 2018, there were 12 million millionaires. Now, out of the 12 million millionaires, there were from 1 million to 5 million, there were about 89% of them. Like people like me and you are quite juma. Now, what made them up to that point meeting a millionaire? It was just almost 4 keys, almost Roth, near the only 2. It is possible you can do it. So what debt now much is 17 years you try now. If you lose $500, $100 a month with the count near starting is starting now 150 within 4 months or 5 months. We treat me the first one if you now the says can they are starting now the process now they call just a bit too longer to cry. You who say it's not about how much you make, it's how much you can keep in a vehicle. It's person you become because open $1 million. Now say we make 100,000. Now save 50. No, we should make 50. No, we save 20. Wow, save 50. No, we do wedge. Then they are also 20. No, it's and yet how much did they appreciate? And yet it's not the math, it's the behavior. Because we'll be at the same time we'll be making 100. No spending in a year, no need dollar the whole. No, we should make 50 a year. No, just 10 to 1 month. At the end of 5 years, or no 50, you making 100 initially. And one and say out of the paycheck to paycheck, 61%, 42%, we making more than 100,000. But they live on paycheck to paycheck. How? Because it's a behavior and paradigm. So it's before say no be say much say and man yes say untimi nye when I make say obu office na me jiska keto be no betimi aye de kan nyina no enye math problem. If you're making a living within your means, you should be able to do that. The start now tough. A sacrifice. You have to sacrifice for those things. But after a while, after baby 5, now baby step 5, near this car 2 more. You move away. Now a fee. Be a bed should be a make a room of 2,000. 2,000. Be 2,000. Could I? You bet me the crack enough. Size can now. You bet me start betting the go. You go your friends say you're mortgaging because you want to pay off our mortgage. I know say in academia, the psychiatrist say, no, don't pay off your mortgage because of the tax credit having also. It doesn't make sense because what it is you are paying tax of 2,000, you're paying mortgage of 2,000. Now, tax account being you don't have to send more to Washington for taxes, but don't do that because say you stay in debt because you don't want to send something to Washington because you don't want to send it. Because what it is when even the math, it doesn't work. Because the emphasis a house now if I saw the 10,000 a year and we're here for a mortgage. That 10,000, that's a woman came from 70. Because it's a tax deduction, you better take and one son. Your friend saying you're told tax. And mostly casano. But the minimum say that money, so that tax credit now, you can give that to your church or charity organization. I'll be telling you the same thing back. So it doesn't make sense in debt for that. Pay off your mortgage. Like I said, those people now they can interview on. They only interviewed 10,150 people from California to Alabama. They be at all corners, and all they did was what made them then say, almost 401 case, they pay off the house and they stay out of debt. I think 71 or 69% of them, they never use credit card. When you use credit card, school, so make sure some school for free. Cancel use money now. They make sure say they don't have a KBA. It's no, they don't see that. It's people that are so serious, no, within 11 years, now imagine say you have a mortgage of 30 years. Now what year within 11 years? I would emphasize what 15 years, Grana. It's a save no. A save more money. It could be more than 100,000. Opa, we say mortgage, facts now on a share here. Not say if I say with the 15 years gonna be child car. Whatever your payment is now, say 2,000. Multiply 2,000 by 15 times 12, 180. 180 times your payment. That's your amount I'll be here. Now times it 30 times 12, 360. Times 30 by your mortgage out here. Let's show the difference now, woman. What take that difference and no will save you free. Let me an illustration can credit your hand. Say, if I said me a mortgage of $200,000. Now me $2,000 a month. It is a $2,000 a month, no. Calculator. Me $2,000 a month. The 36. The amount 360 no. Because every year be 12 months. The 12 times 30 years, may 36. 360. It's 360 times 12. No, me 2,000. It's better times 2,000 times 360. You be 2,000 times 360. Okay. Be 72088. All right. So you have to say you have to say 400,000 mortgage. It is a me 30 years but this is here. Me 720,000. Okay, with all due respect, this 720,000 taxes which you can avoid. Taxes, property tax, and then be home insurance since anyway. It the fan say with the 30 years you be tax off the 30,000. You need 30,000 free. It's still 690. So if you're 690 free 400 more, it be 229. 290. It's 290 no. And the you extra can dine. Yes, I need the same thing in 15 years. We are 30 years, you somewhere 30 years no. 30 years no, your chairman interest I chair home 290. Say, 15 years, 15, 180. 180 times 200 times 2,000. Okay, in a 360. 520. If I don't need 3 months, it's almost no. Say, 50, it's 15 years now. That means you save almost by 100 and something thousand. It will be about a mean chia would die cabiano. No correct, and yet, no moment, nada, chia would die cat, would be a chia cat, which we are more options. Which me tough for me the rent now, are tough for, and now with me as a and I usually know, oh, yes, what, make sure say, 20%, because 33% on the Bema dino. But 2 or 20% na my mortgage is super for. Because remember, no security in the Ababi mama. It's in the chia. It's at this point, you chair then carry a chair be say you pianica. That thing the Ababi civil. Tia Fedi is civil, nothing so adoyeno, adorso, Yamana dorso. You know, there's a time I would me talk out cratch will be a single mother outs and watching or struggle, waiting at a catch. And when just be out of channel, so movie and waiting to have Tom will be a crane. We were also in watching near day with me buano. So at this point, Nesse be a course of camera. It's be of the catch or say, Sal life now woman. To say, she near day I was so to me with the cancer and what to car. And then I was so the cancer and what school. And then I was so you even the school, student loan, engineer, dinner. Every year, there's almost 3 billion, not million, billion on claim scholarships. You have to just fill the application, fill more. Now, if you're lazy and fail it, near the school. So, it's just a walk. But what it is if you stick to this financial system now, that takes from us now, because most of the time they all say, first of all, we live, above our means. It's not yet to this situation. Now, feelings, Kakre was say, you bet me a saving, so I see you emergency fund. It's emergency fund soon. Be a circle back, back to him. Yes, I come back to that. It's memo being that I'll say, hi, tenor, be or say, oh, yeah, me number one. Yeah, can America cry, your friend is saying, yeah, the kind of titty. So first, make a sign down once I'm American. It's I say, Caddy and Yakin also apology. Or Boboa and you correct. Bit me live life here. The only thing they say, I was so pay attention. You have to have a plan. We pay attention to seek a sen. Baby is can be kubiano, when baby echo. After that, that's the plan. After that, they're making sure say you treat who can be who be now we have to sacrifice because I know I want everything, I want everything. I wasn't a real secure free home. I want to hear a real secure free home. That a real secure free home. Especially when my dad out here, years old, we sign card we are a friend say, oh, 50% off. It's idea one of us. I'm the one crack up one man. Many of one. I don't see the so become a committee. Oh boy, we are so to and untia time pam. It's a credit accounts. Interest. Your partners in study say from January same crowd. Interest in Kitty, we treat our name. Maybe a while late. They are the account. O couple my bones says can so castle see we bit me do baby. It's a Canadian, a other side name, Yamipa. So what me through so just issues now that picture the call. Sani can a man in yes, would you know a brain a behavior 20,000 and so on, 50,000 and so on. It's if you can live within your means 20,000 now near 50 and so on. It's that side we here and you need the whole thing. That's what I make because of so you say oh student loan near 10,000 and no because you are cannot come home. No, can less one that near knocking Mohan say within a year, 2 years, almost 3 years, what's what you are that side not be here. The honor make a game and especially ma start to push to say any more codilum, any more codilum, any more codilum. they say any one translate, because scholarship bureau on betting apply for. You say scholarship bureau a juma be a more be a bookstore because especially when it comes to the big schools now, who call big schools in Saturday Maniamana. Ubi are smart, it will point now average or your friend say where you they come. Ubi again standing out. Oh, let me cry be a vacation. You need parents in Africa, and two books job would show us in this animal in native Bemman, Sutinia, a friend say, Utinia school, Papa, so any school, but waiting scholarships no more. It's anyone in there here. It is the same, I will see pay attention. It is sister now will be say, paycheck to paycheck, very free. And only ubet me a free, but you have to pay attention, you have to make sure, say, we see Kadia could be only the echo. Now, so the canon, it is always here. With your first budget, maybe Bema, ubet me the statistics with it here. But the dear Mona, just you 2 days pay. Ne pesa gig be, like I said, if the pizza out this, ubet me deliver pizza craft for, 2 days, I'll bet me now they are starting signing. It's in a tear for the best here. Now, will be all questions, dear son. Now, can answer questions from last week, this week.
Wow. Nana, that's a I'm so one my new money run down. You are here for Patrik Nana Barfi and 1 million steps and 7 baby steps. I bet me they solve your problems, no, and I odia my me charm hoba say oh asim bisabia. You bet my quick number no na media tosono 703-590-1692 and a 703-445-5220. Emubia betimi afre so you fast the room mo amode about Facebook no enso me de bema na wa ansa amaye me twa me ho aba quick.
Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I don't want to.
Binia Godfred Abling Yamisha so join new program this Mami ya Usi Yamisha Okoto Usi Yamisha so join here. What's up for Nana Bedu? When you Yamisha with the number not to so or your faster bit me room. Now one can say what Bisano.
I don't want to. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turn my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace.
And now with the end of quick, Meshozo Otemenka. Good. We are trying to for new way. I'm on for dear. Omodia bahana so mami enfamana so ubenya bre ansa amaya. Nana obi say oka or say about the debt snowball method now see you starting or no or yet or say I'm working double job but still I have debt. Or yeah you me so still or your debt. It did that mean say oka so go ya the fufro ga wa hwe e be yedin eno de na be kan fa ho.
Yo dear mechanic say first no maybe some of these questions no you say you coach here some of these questions and yet just 2-second question because sometimes like I said you see say oh yeah juma me about debt it tells you say it's not income issue a behavior
Yes
a behavior no and it being say what so you have to be on a budget. It's the maybe first question maybe say, are you on a budget? It's so we need budgeter. Now you have to go down in your budget. Budget and say, last week budget and say, what the pen and the paper on purpose say can first 28 last month. What's not say one listing yama a winning and I can guarantee you and I can assure you say, wow, so we are Juma we just had now first time you see a wiggle room. Boom say, just say, because any money now boom say we here. And at the end I can say when you are in this situation, you go back to your 4 walls. The 4 walls near food, clothes, transportation, and accommodation. Those are the 4 walls. Now, I want to be focused on dream because those are these things you can't go without them. and I say be crana do also and yes I know we are and some next steps and so. But in higher budget, if you stick on the budget, we go to the budget now. Obenya will go room. It's when any income issue, nipa say any income issue. I can guarantee you say, the plan, we need plan for the finances. What did they make need to know? Your budget, go on the budget, make sure so while signing every dollar that leaves you, maybe a winning the aqua. We say, who best start here how kakra. Then one start to treat you as I can. Now, we are some say, this also a jika home, making sure say, jika be. Because that's the first thing. You can't plug a hole whilst you are digging another hole at the bottom. It's I was so making sure say when the say no for now can we check a beer.
Change my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my morning into dancing. It is you and just your grace.
But I'm going to say, you're connecting this here. I don't know what's going on here.
Kindness, grace, and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my faith is all centered on your grace. I do.
But I'm more fine saying that the kind electronics idea humanity sometimes you're not in your problem, but God so good was I the union at saying and Obetuasona or the yens semna oi anono am I nana but your thing got to us my
Yo, well, you know, the all can and yet income issue. Ubetime 3-4 jobs near the behavior and the paradigm is still the same. Now the paradigm is whereby say your mindset also making sure say you what dreams will be to me free saddening. You what dreams will be to me free saddening. Say I don't know says American phobia can say if you're doing the same thing over and over and getting the same result, that's insanity. Also change your plan kakra. Change your plan now will change because we are Juma continues now BBNC. It's a Juma no. Like I said, so we are Juma back on them out 29 million them out 40. That's we yet Sanya we are baby out on it. We drew 10. We are 20 now, so I be drew. Just say 14 be drew. That's a way Sanya mana. Into brother or sister. Snas na ye budget. We budget now. If you send your best at easier. Your bro, you call the next one.
Wow, Nana, may I see? Another one was here, and the woman near machine. Or see, you scared me, the speaker. You're talking about 41K. Okay, say, you need 41K to have for at least, a couple of years now for relief. Or be so many details, so because 41K, the only say and touch it.
I mean, can't say touch it. Say, wow, what they can. Because what it is, but what it is you're trying to get out of debt. And when you are out of debt, you can put more than what you are doing right now. What is your channel? Yes, a hard drink, but a hard drink will be said, because a canal woman is stealing from you. What is your channel?
Yes.
It's stealing from you. It's no good channel, so short time. And no crowd will say, yeah, me, I'm not investing in the 401k. Push your money and internal I go back. Me can't say touch it. No, 401k they men touch it that. And as I say, you will be also sell it. I'll be sell it. Like I said, these things, if you are talking to Obu Okrana, if you are calm, you know calm and son. Omu yusu. If you share, make example. Madam for New York or frame me, you do common idea, me church and Yamua, so tears your frame, no, or say, any so become there, or say, me car payment. Now, the car payment idea was the car payment is about a 1,002, say.
Wow.
What's the mention? Car near say the car is 70,000. Who make you say, send a year, maybe 55,000. I mean, sometimes I'll see a dream. Does it really make sense? Yeah. What did they mention? It is sometimes no, by the who is how who is Sunny in any what did they mention? But you go for 1K so. Make us a for 1K, and I mean, touch. Don't ever touch your 401K. Don't interrupt it. Even the loan, the entire pay emergency fund, Sunny minutes, how long can get your 401K? Why would you call Sadi interest free? It doesn't make sense. What did they mention? But we stop it for a short time. And we know who short it for a short time. What they also who we are. Because if you breathe, 401K come with 5%, 10%, almost 10%. They don't even do the 15%. But we are about the 15% about the two. Like I said, adding, I said, I will be always say, any player make us say, okay, I will say a ton. Now they who say or 1,002 space that money, everything you never be breathe. It's a make say touch it. Don't ever touch your 401K. But who live in Krabi, not the also ye because it just I was say by a big come ye check when ye. The entire make us who live in Kakran say it be a 200, 300 now they count. About what you can if you want them. No, it's me your day. But if you know you're not going to follow the plan, don't even do it. No man yet. Because this plan it works. I turn so many people into millionaires. Baby steps. I turn so many people into millionaires. Now and yet that could pay and yet get rich quick. Last week, I say a period of if you are working and you're doing these steps gradually, within a period of 15 to 20 years now, or 10, 15, 20 years, you acquire some form of wealth. And I'm making an example too about people that they interview. These are the things they've been doing consistently. To me, make an example, because I say if you would $100 cry with a 241K more for 25 to 65. It's about 1.17 or so. $100 for just for you. It means I said, touch 401K. And if you're not going to follow the plan, don't even do it because it won't work. And I'll be jump from maybe I could see the step by step. It's bro or sister or answer no.
Wow, Nana, that's it. Francis Agolisu, if I get your name right. Nana, where's it say? Okay, open calculations be about, but somebody who's working I'm saying, okay, you did talk about calculation now, was about 6,000. Somebody making about 6,000 in a year. I mean, in a month. No one breaking it down. The question is, somebody working at Walmart doesn't make that huge amount of money. Does it mean or below that? Let's say or make maybe 3,000 or 2,000 a month? How is he going to afford this?
Yo,
I don't know. It's a question. It makes sense.
It makes sense, pa. It makes sense because this is a question. I got this question a lot. I get this almost all the time. See, like I said, this is a behavior and paradigm. Already, Nipano was that person is already down because why not just say, on first enough for me fee into what you mean dear will be that is number one. This is like I said, this is personal finance is 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. It had nothing to do with it. So we'll make it 2,000 a month. Now, if you stay within that range, you will still make it. Because when spend it, when you spend it to a friend said make it 20,000, make it 2,000 a month. I don't know. Say me could use 2,005. What did they mention? At the same time, Messaka say, who make it more a year? And they say maybe I want to say this is what is going on now. You have to find a way. And American say so these days there are so many side gigs you can do attached to it. And I said, Nipa will make it so it's kind of cry. Walmart or more for 1K a year. Or so the sales can be 2 hours for 40 years. At least 1 year should cry. Or ye the retirement or scabby brew. By him say, I just me make it 2,000. 18 media, I may train me a social security. men for drink social security so but see see the system no say if in time so say kwakodi bi na wo ho a fine but men for drink to so and sometimes chronic can you it men for drink to so let me make example wa no book no sa book that book na make ho asem everyday millionaire analysis ba come here and say there were 9% of them, that millionaires, they didn't even go to college.
Wow.
They didn't even go to college. Okay. And 9% too, it's that college wasn't a requirement for you to be a millionaire. And the steps, what you do, the behavior, out of them, almost, I think it was 64, so 62%, right? Yes. 62%, almost make his 6 figures that in their life. And this is not like one person, it's a household income. And to combine people, out of this, almost 5 million, 1 million to 5 million, almost making 100,000 in their life. Average age was 49. It doesn't mean if Oman Kokali almost started to be there 20 years near then, they've been working and putting money in sa and they could do sa. And yet by your mindset be say, oh, say yanko school, yeska kesiye, and yeska kesiye swa, yentimi febin to ho, obi obekacho se bia aboa. Nti a behavior na o ye yusu no, na try say turn your market sia yenye we no. You have all these things when we scanner. Down with your cockujang, we pay, you buy a new car, you buy a cash. It's in bro or sister, our war matter. We make it 2,000 a month. Stay within your range. We stay within your means. We nyaka kra, we betin just save you. Na say your 401k no nyama wo. Na best thing is say we be free. I can what 2,000 baba no we say ni nyina sa akọ. E be do be kra gas kra na dey. We all been there before. Aduane obeto aduane at the time no so dey. Wo twen an say Friday be but Friday we also attend the next Friday. And so we adwuma. We live in the richest, nation the world has ever produced, and so still.
Nana, that's it. Kingsley or Sekufo. Nana, I make 3 questions you move now somewhere for your time, 18.
Yeah.
The first one, on the credit easy with my answer. Books now about the one I'll say everyday millionaire. Everyday millionaire. Timbacho, with my track to one wash. Nana, the other one, so a question here about the mortgage pay off no. Like obviously business and then the answer what can you my strange part to crofo say you pay off mortgage now at the end of the day of us now pay we are benefits bena ubinya and then besides is it likely so betima pay off a mortgage with the calculations in this I think they make sense but so say a likely so betima pay and then what is the benefit and ubinya the other questions also about the college you see you said 529 college savings plan. Okay, what is the difference between the 529 and is it 24? I don't know. But your question now, maybe.
Yes, and
yes, okay. Or beside the difference, no, and then also so what they're saying is a college fund. So what they told them, say at the end of the day, when you sue for college now, you lose everything.
No, you don't.
Okay. So
yeah, that college you don't. The difference between the 529 and when you say we say 529 and when you tax free. So if you don't use it for college now, which means you saw the other the Nipanankasa now, which means you saw the other person. And now after that, since they're tax free, if you get which means you for any education, then you have to pay tax on it. What is the channel? Because would it too in tax free.
Yeah, the other one, another question was and almost certain purposely for education. It is a Akranko college and that's on year. That means that amount of money, yes, on Sanka. I think they here see.
It depends. It depends on the space. States need to be all on Sabeka. You just have to pay the taxes.
Okay.
It be also our Sanka. Yeah, but mostly on Sabeka, you pay the taxes on it now on Saka. And I ubeti the amount will be for the sibling and I be so where you see, those things, no, what it is when you think of those things now, it's hardly man crowd one yet, but between so affected because it's saying one who send the system it is saying to say there 2, 3, 4 years at the ban say and crown to say in college no and yet a EBM and yet first now we now the 36,000. I'm off for be with a degree beer every crown the quiet money casino. No the cabe 150 yard. It's now these cases are combining buying houses. Nipa 2, 3 no more combine no more house. Only couples who buy almost enough 4 no more 2 houses near there. Now you know what happens when now 4 away because it's kind of awesome. A bit the cat. There was a mistake last year. Say and Chebia, it was all over the news. Or the cat 1 million. Staying room 1 million. The government got in. Government intervene and sana only no. It's too much. And I'm saying the other question will come mortgage. Or say, is it possible? Yeah, possible. But you know, I don't know what to meet you again. But we will be real to say, hey, now to Virginia. Now mortgage 700 will say, if I say 500, better what here, brother or sister. Next week, match plan. You can even knock 7 years off your mortgage. Next week, you can also answer. But apart from that, no, we be to mortgage. What it is, we say utia mortgage of 2,000. Remember, say interest rates no was no dorsal. Principal no even the beginning crowd the principal no to be na call. The pre interest rate they make it in such a way say the first 10 years no more interest ni na answer. It when you start paying it quick now, who knock that interest rate be off. What did they make no? Yes. You will knock it be off. And like I said, this is a behavior. And they are trim. I don't see they are right trim say yentimi yes man. And I'm making example to say they interviewed 10,150 people. And questions here will be say answers our questions now. They paid off their homes. They have millions and over in their 401ks. They are not even 50 yet. They are almost 50. What did they make channel? Because what's starting in terms of a year. So I'm now starting in terms, but what you gonna do? We're 40, 45, 60, 50. 20 years I waiting they are retiring. We are still will be near BBA. Men for any to government in soda and no dear say you drew on a plus. Mortgage you wait me a tria. Next week with a metro quite a bit of case or 30 years the 7 years of that. I will show you that plan next week. Yeah, to brother or sister, will wait me a tria mortgage. I think the second question also why look at them so I want to sign right. The first question.
Yeah.
My
about the books and yeah.
Everyday millionaire. Me fan to chatting so
yeah. Nana, your time need to say wait me a wrap up. Am I quicker?
Yo, so it's here for and never be able to do any buy. Send a city emergency fund of 1,000. Now before say best I make catch us say oh yet plan now.
But mommy 1 second. 1 second. Offer for also Udini baby I can say free.
Me pacho your friend me Mami Sewa, me free from Massachusetts.
Mami Sewa we didn't call you late quick one yanko.
I know, quick one. I want to ask him about the 529. Like 529 meaning say or say we should save money in that account for the children.
Right.
For educational purposes. But what I know is that from my state, if you have 529 account, and if the child decides that I'm not going to school, you don't have access to that money because you open that purposely for school.
For school.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So how do I get my money back? And I know, say, this account is also in, the owner is the parent.
Right.
And see, let's say parents, in America here, when you die, you pay, when you are alive, you pay bills. But when you die, your bills become your estate. So your estate, if you have money in your savings and all those accounts now,
you would take it.
within 12 to 24 hours, those accounts are frozen, and it includes 529.
Yes.
Okay. And see, they have to drag your corpse to the probate. That's the court, and this takes a year to 3 years to fight these cases. You all this account is frozen, and it's how do your child get money from this account?
Okay, but you just now
What's
on
my-
so. Now, but just answer the question now.
It's a question I say.
Okay. But you
Okay.
just now
Since
answer.
I can say a state 525 no. A do a state we on Sabaka state we on Sanka. Now, dear my sister Ebisano, a fear. Mamma told me yes, I didn't. Yes, I didn't. Insurance. De health insurance. Health insurance. The investment are boom. Created that fear. Say, we are a CZ West State now. There are so many things they don't. It doesn't get frozen. This health fear need 3 years. So say it's almost a two insurance, no. Now, insurance, no, because a tax thing. There almost so many things because what it is that tax, no, that insurance, no, the tax. Now, the ever say $200 to insurance, right? It's that insurance now. It's investment. No? So if you are investing that 200 now, you get more than what umbinyano. It's those people they are putting fear on us. Say, so we are near CCBBA. Yes, there are some stuff at CC. And now, they are loopholes. Oh man, say if what you save for 5 million, this animal now. We get to that point now. We have a plan. I'll bet you a year's kind of food. The way see no, you can now right away. It's nearly none a bit frizzy. And 524 needed, like I said, different state. It depends on the state. State you are in a state you are in. At the same time, so what question and that's what Bobby Kustua. Then you know, 1 year now. So Ban Kustua 1 year now. What is the metro? It's a fine line. I'll bet me. I want to 5-2 crown. I'll bet you cry. In the way to index fund because we have to save for them whatever is going on. Yes. It's state by state. And my mama must have fear now. Say insurance for because what first now won't me invest. She said the first won't me invest what your friend is saying stock exchange so easily, no. Those times not that insurance need good. But I say that those insurance no, they are losing members. What is the mention? Transnational church and the numbers net they are putting that fear and say it's a tax hide. Of course, it's a tax hide, but we share trajectory, we share the money, no, and then the interest, no, that is very, very more interesting and very poor. It's about 4%. Abra stock exchange has been averaging 11% for the past 100 years. On the catch also say, oh, I don't know, a one cost, a one cost stock exchange into insurance near you are safe. I don't know, a cost every year it has been averaging 11%. And cost stock exchange, you know, cost run no. So they are in for a long haul. Yes. 2009, 2008. No? Look at what happened, and now look at where it is right now. It is that time we use a free man. Now here be a siwo. It's one more self fear now. Insurance for no air can and be I say a bayo. Your friends say, "I'm a 1 year. What's away? What did they say? No, when you 5 years, what you shoot your friends saying, ESL so. Me now, and that's what the old pen class officer when son come see Kakrana. You can just buy index fund for that. It's not, and also I don't.
Wow, it has mean about me. Sure, say what you say for so one. Yes, so next week you be say and I am running a short by next week you be signing this year or best start another year. And that's also send no questions in the background. Say the amount for the other banner of the details. Beba. Nana, quick one. Now wrap up my. I'm saying now you know a bear make me break you.
Yo, it's your 7 baby steps, no, and it's the first one $1,000. $1,000, no. Emergency fund. That is not original emergency fund. That is the BBA ebeboa mo timi tutu akawi we dey ato achi in case say mofla kote and abi kote a 250 na dey abeye bibi kakra bi say beye ma won kode kam. Number 2 say excuse me. Oh, so I'm switching over. Emergency fund. Then number 2, you be treat ho kan nyina. Iti treat ho kan na awia. Now, you the dead snowball, no, you start to free the smallest one all the way near the core. I could check a CNF. Now, number 3, no, you have finished emergency fund, Ankasapano, 3 to 6 months of our expenses and monthly expenses, no, and also the church who says, so we make 3,000 a month, we'll spend 3,000 on household. now they are times by 3 or 6 they usually be more in between now the initial to now for the next one whereby a kwakutia ye be tia your friend saying ye be invest 15% 15% in invest usually see invest here see ye my match or ye jumama ye match that we the can the call road right road no they say hono the road in the tax that yeah then now the next one college fund yeah and be an assistant be say college fund no fee say so ultimate fund to your friend say 529 anyway now just maybe be index fund waiting to index fund just another tax near better after that but at least I don't know you get it back if you're in the state I check your state on the back no waiting then the next one let's say I feel acquire dine so you trade dine carry you trade dine carry na fe no adoye ya doye ni bi na fe invest more because at that time you need bia you obia ni asem your emergency fund ho yeah bia meka kakra wa ha no insurance for the omo kan say it wu na bia o partner obetimi anya bia wa year for 1 million 100 million but at this point no yeah your friend is saying all this one day obi aka uni bibia na partner doesn't need insurance because who next deck of 2-3 million who next deck of 2-3 million make every month a bit make so 10% can be leave off the member because you're not going to use the next deck the interest that are coming on the next deck no and they be used or the income that I come on be used sorry not interest the income that I come on be used and I wouldn't say 7 years beyond is a 72 rule so sika honma every 7 years it doubles usually you whatever the interest rate is no if you divide by 72 it's going to tell you say if I say 2 million no now one fiscal fabi can we invest it if I say it was 2 million na 11% every year ni en fabi can ho every 7 years that 2 million a double every 7 years usually because of about 6 point something almost 7 it depends on the interest rate say the interest rate in here if I say 5% I'll be divided by 72 I bet tell you how much years I bet double it but usually it's around 11% or baby it's about double every 7 years it will 2 million or honma that's a one fabi crown come do if I say where the 57 and I'll be sana the next time it be outside come be even if you are not putting more in it's more for insurance more because the math doesn't work the thing is said when they sit you down they will give you nice projections back and forth the first 5 years when you $1 crowd first can now go into account now go into the account but say most Ghanaians I was adding most
you're right
what's now check here it doesn't work yeah anytime this time they have been very aggressive because almost gradually they are losing because people are coming to understand whatever is going on those things now. What did they mention? You don't really need insurance for that, What you do is if you're doing this plan, what we advise you to do is buy terminal insurance for 15 years with the whole hoping. Knowing if you're doing this steps by that time you're a millionaire, you don't need any insurance. Because our 200, what do you pay a month? So what is our 200 to now they talk for stock exchange, right? Even what you're checking $100 crown, it's about 1 point something. What do you need the insurance for? At that time, the money baby also because so they are doing good. What makes sure someone could school without debt free? What did they mention? With partner the next year. Also feel only what they are called among. It is any man because some system of my idea because on bet shows our projection come and say. Oh, waiting crowd discount. I don't know, Miss Uncle Free, Miss Uncle discount, Miss Uncle Free. Let me send you interest on. What is the channel? It's in a moment fast animal now. Be between a catcher, so we bet no kumha on the can or bois, live within your means. Let's start it. Crack. You'll be there. And like I said, next week, you bear mortgage, make sure mortgage in how we bet me unlock 7% off your. The years if you have 30 years let's no so let's for you see honey very much be take over
yo nana me da sepa Mr. Mo joining and say the program number next week your best share teacher me Shadrack pencil I'm say what battery mo mobile no yin no view program no baruko Facebook ko YouTube ni nyina ewo ho nyame aduma next week ebesan ya another topic o join here earlier 7:30 also ubeyishira nana nyame shira enobre sanyumi si no antia ka na financial education program no hane yedumba bisi nyame shira mu nyina
I don't